All right, let's just jump right in. We're all consumers, right? And every single day, we are just swimming in messages trying to get us to buy stuff. But what happens when those messages stop being persuasive and start being manipulative? That's exactly what we're going to break down.
You know the feeling. We've all been there. You get home, you look at your new purchase, and that wave of buyer's remorse hits you. You think, why did I do that? Well, here's the thing. It's probably not just a random impulse. It's often the end result of a very, very carefully designed strategy.
And let's be super clear about this. We're not talking about just good, clever advertising. We're digging into the sneaky stuff, the tactics that prey on our psychological weak spots to nudge us into making decisions that, honestly, might not be that great for us. That's where that feeling of regret really comes from.
So some of the most powerful strategies are the ones you don't even see coming. They're designed to work under the radar, influencing our choices quietly, almost silently, but incredibly effectively.
This quote right here really nails it, because if these tricks are happening without us being consciously aware of them, how are we supposed to defend ourselves? We can't. Well, not until you know exactly what to look for. So how do they do it? Well, it turns out marketers have a whole playbook, and it's all based on really predictable patterns in human psychology. You know, our emotions, our fears, and that deep down need we all have to just belong. And the absolute king of this playbook? FOMO, fear of missing out. It's this powerful anxiety that you might just miss out on a fantastic deal or an amazing experience. It's the #1 trigger marketers love to pull to get us to act without thinking. Think about it. All of these tactics are built to create that one panicky feeling. A ticking countdown timer paired with a "only 2 left in stock" warning. That's a combo designed to completely short-circuit the logical part of your brain. It screams, "Buy now. Think later." But, okay, what if creating a fake sense of urgency doesn't work on you? No problem. The next tool they pull out of the bag appeals to a totally different but just as powerful instinct, our need to follow the crowd. This is what we call social proof. And it's everywhere. When we see a product with thousands of 5-star reviews, or an influencer we follow is raving about it, or we see a big banner that says "millions sold," our brain takes a little shortcut. It just assumes, hey, if all these other people like it, it must be a safe bet. It's building trust through a crowd. Now here's another one that's wired deep inside of us: reciprocity. The easiest way to think about it is the IOU principle. As humans, we are just hardwired to want to return a favor. And, you guessed it, marketers know exactly how to trigger this.
You know that free sample of cheese at the grocery store? It's not really about letting you taste the cheese. It's about creating a tiny little social debt. You just got something for free? Now you might feel just a little bit more guilty if you don't buy the full product. It's the same idea behind loyalty points or getting a free helpful guide.
And of course, there's the most direct route, just appealing straight to our feelings. Marketers get really good at linking their products with the emotions we crave, like happiness, confidence, or a sense of belonging. An ad doesn't just sell you a watch, it sells you status. It doesn't sell you insurance, it sells you peace of mind.
Okay, so let's switch gears a bit. We've covered the psychology, but now let's get into the nitty-gritty of how they build the manipulation right into the price tags and the websites themselves.
It all starts with a number, something like this. This is a classic tactic called price anchoring. Now, this high price, it's probably not even the real price. Its only job is to plant a high-value reference point in your head. It's the anchor.
Because after your brain has seen $999, this price, wow, it suddenly looks like an amazing deal. Your brain isn't just looking at $499 on its own, it's comparing it to that anchor. And the result? It feels like a steal, even if it's not.
Oh man, we have all felt the pain of this one. Drip pricing. It's when you see a fantastic price for a plane ticket, but then as you click through, they start dripping in all these extra fees. A service fee, a processing fee, and by the time you check out, the real cost is way, way higher. You can see exactly how the trap works here. You get mentally committed at $50. By the time you see the extra fees, you've already invested your time and energy. So you just sigh and pay it. They've just manipulated you into accepting a price that's 30% higher than what you thought you were paying.
And this brings us to something even more sneaky: dark patterns.
We're not just talking about price anymore. These are actual traps built into the design of a website or an app specifically to trick you into doing things you didn't mean to do.
Forced continuity is a perfect and really common example. You see that big, friendly Start Your Free Trial button? Awesome, right? What they don't shout about is that it's also a Begin Your Automatic Paid Subscription button. And you can bet the process to cancel it is going to be intentionally difficult to find. And honestly, the list just keeps going. You've got the classic bait and switch, where the great deal you came for is suddenly out of stock. You've got intentionally confusing pricing plans. You've got wild over-the-top promises. But the goal is always the same: keep you just a little bit confused and off balance.
So after hearing all of that, you might be feeling a little discouraged. But here's the good news. The most important question is, what can we do about it? And the answer is a lot. Just knowing this stuff is the first and most powerful step to taking back control.
Here's a super simple but really effective strategy. First, when you feel that pressure, that urgency to buy, just pause, take a breath, recognize the tactic. Ask yourself, wait, is this scarcity for real, or are they just trying to rush me? Then, challenge it. Look for some independent reviews. And finally, after all that, you get to make a truly conscious choice, one that's free from all that noise.
And really, that's the whole point. This isn't about becoming some super cynical person who hates all marketing. It's about becoming a smarter, more empowered consumer. Knowing these tricks gives you the power to see past the hype and decide for yourself what you actually need and want.
So I'll just leave you with this question to think about. The next time you're shopping online and a countdown timer starts ticking away, what are you going to see? Are you going to see a can't-miss deal? Or are you going to see a strategy at play? Now, the choice is truly yours.